Hi everyone, I'm going to make an in the pot swirl today. I haven't made this in a long time, but it's a very good beginner swirl to do. So I thought I'd show how I do it. Pretty much do it like everybody else. But this is, my oils are at 111 and my live's at 117. I'm using cotton candy fragrance oil. It doesn't seem to be discoloring anything, any of the oils. So that's a good thing. It's a little muddy looking. We'll get started. I'm going to use orange crush, and I've put a little bit of titanium dioxide in it to make it a little lighter. Cotton candy seems to be behaving pretty well so far. It's my first time using it. And I always try to do something simple when I try out a new fragrance oil, no matter what they tell me when I read the reviews when I'm looking for new fragrances. Alright. I could actually take this a little thicker, but I just don't know whether it's going to speed up in a little bit, so I'll keep it thin until I get everything poured out. Now I'm going to use titanium dioxide and just make a white one, and I'm going to use peacock and make a blue one for the drop. Okay. And goes the orange crush and TD mixture. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time, so I don't want it real dark. I think I'm going to call that just about good. Yeah. I want it pretty light, like a peachy color. Alrighty. And then goes the TD. I want it a little lighter than that. Okay, I always gel my soaps. And I haven't had so far a problem with blistering rivers or anything like that. Watch it happen this time, because I said that. I like to mix my colors up every time right before I put it in because they seem to sink to the bottom. I don't know if that makes a difference with my colors or what, but it's just what I do. I just love this peacock color. It is so pretty. Darker. This cotton candy's working wonderful. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to use the stick blender and thicken it up a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Did you guys come down to visit me, huh? Yeah, that's good. Let's see how this one's doing. Yep, I want this one a little thicker too. Whenever you stick anything near those blades, make sure your fingers aren't on the button to start the thing running. I've seen on Facebook where people have stuck their fingers in there and managed to, for heaven's sakes, cut their fingers really bad. So just be careful with that if you're a beginner. I think the more experienced soapers know not to do that. Not that new soapers wouldn't know to do that, but it's worth a mention. Okay. Alrighty. So what I've done here is I put a phyllo mat. I cut a phyllo mat to fit my mold, and you can see that. I put the phyllo mat in my mold. I cut it to fit, and I try to push it down in the corners of the mold as much as possible. Okay. Now I'm going to pour a pie. So the color goes in, down in, deep. And I'm going to pour a little close so that it's on the top as well. It all depends on how much you want in your swirl. I got pretty much here to be swirled in, but I kind of like that effect. It's had a lot of color. Try to get as much out of here as possible so I don't have to mess with it afterward. Now I'm going to pour this in between the blues. I can't talk and pour at the same time, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter how messy you get with it. Okay, set that aside. I don't like when I get soup on the handle, it makes for a slippery slide. Okay, what I'm going to do is just swirl this around and go through. See how pretty that's going to look? I'm going to get this over here. Alrighty. Get my mold in the shot here. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, that's all there is to it. I gotta make sure I get my mat against the wall of the mold. Okay, I got a few clumps in there because of that white being so thick. It'll be alright. Alrighty. Yep, you really can't go wrong with a in the pot swirl. It's just too doggone easy. Now, let's see a wooden shot. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. So I'm gonna have to get a piece of tape and tape that up. It doesn't want to stay. Now, all I'm going to do is, it's a little thickened up, just make my little curly cues around like this. To get a piece of tape that's bugging me. I'm prepared. Oh, but the tape's not sticking. Oop. Now it's sticking to my glove. Oh goodness. I'm just going to take a little bit of this. That's staying up. Alrighty. Oh, no it's not. Oh goodness. See, if you don't keep that straight up, you're going to have crooked soap. You don't want crooked soap. I think what I'm going to do instead of doing those swirlies is just go back and forth like this. See how that looks. And if I don't like it, I'll do something else. You don't want to go down deep. Not liking it. So I'm going to have to let this set up a little bit. But I do like this cotton candy. It does smell good and it behaved beautifully, which is always a plus. I think I'm going to try doing it this way. What I'm doing is going in circles one way, clockwise, and then I go counterclockwise. I usually do this with soap that's thicker, but it's bringing it a little bit of a design to it. Hopefully we have something very pretty on the inside. I didn't save any soap for on the top. But this soap is an easy cleanup too. So just two little pitchers and a pitcher bowl and your utensils. That's all there is to it. Zoom in. Do this so you can see. Nothing fancy. But it'll smell good and it'll be pretty on the bottom because of the phyllo mat. And hopefully we'll get a nice in the pot swirler. That's the thing about it. You never know what you're going to get because you're just pouring it in. Okay, that's it for the In the Pot swirl with the cotton candy, and we'll see you later, and I'll talk to you on Facebook or wherever, and have a good day. Misty Springs Bath and Body, that's me.